Hey guys, this is Harshita Goyal, a student of Banasthali Vidyapeeth, and here I am as a legal intern at LexClick. Today in this video, I'll be telling you what's a bail, what are its type, in what conditions a bail can be accepted, and in what conditions it can be rejected. When I say the word bail, what comes in your mind first? Is it a grant given to an accused for getting released from a police custody? Is it a notice issued by the court for getting released from a police custody? Or is it both of them? What do you know about bail till now? Let me know in the comment section. Let's move on into the video. And I guess in today's scenario, most of the FIRs are done against the celebrities or the influencers or the people who are social activists against this, and the FIR can be filed against their statements or against their comments on anything. So what do they do first when anybody, not only the celebrities, anybody gets an FIR done against him? He rushes for a bail. So let's know what actually a bail is. So a bail is a temporary release of an accused. Remember, it's a temporary release, which means he have to appear in the court for when the investigation of the case will be done, right? Now we knew what's a bail. Let's move on to how to get a bail. So a bail can be granted to a person by either if he gives the application to the police station or the court, it needs to be signed on a bail bond. Once the application is given in the police station or the court, the accused needs to sign the bail bond and pay a specific amount which is mentioned in the bail bond. Sometimes he even have to mention two sureties, which are the person who takes care or takes the guarantee that the person will not run away or leave the country, running away or leaving the country when he gets the bail. Now, bail is mentioned under CRPC under section 436 and 439. Means section 436 until 439 of CRPC deals with bail, right? Now, second thing which comes into our mind is, can bail be granted in any case? Which means a accused can get a bail in any case or not. So let's understand this. First, we need to understand the two types of offenses, which is a bailable offense and a non-bailable offense. So if there is a bailable offense, then the police station can even grant a bail to the accused by filing an application under section 436 of the CRPC, right? And if it's not a heinous crime, it's a less heinous crime or less serious crime, then also a bail can be granted by the police station itself. So the rationale behind getting a bail or giving a bail is, suppose a person or a accused is under the police custody and for a time period, but his personal life is affected by getting into that police custody, or he is ill, or his personal liberty or rights are violated. If a person is in custody and his personal liberty and rights are getting curtailed, so keeping this thing in mind, the bail or the concept of bail was introduced. Now let's get some of the legal knowledge about bail. If under section 436A, which was introduced in CRPC after 2005 amendment, it is stated till what time a person will be in a custody. Means a person is kept in a custody till what time period, right? Under this, it's stated that a criminal who has spent half of his sentence, let's understand this with an example. If a person is supposed to get a punishment of 3 years, right? And if he was in a custody for 1.5 year, then he is liable or he is eligible of getting the bail, right? So he can be granted a bail if he has done half of his punishment under section 436A of CRPC. Now let's get to know what is a non-bailable offense. A non-bailable offense is an offense which is heinous or more serious in nature and under which a person cannot be granted a bail. For getting a bail in non-bailable offenses, it is mandatory for submitting an application to a magistrate under section 437 of CRPC. Now you have submitted a bail an application into the police station or either to the police or either to the magistrate, but there are some of the conditions which you need to know in which a bail can be rejected. A bail can be rejected if the sentence is more than 7 years, if the punishment is more than 7 years, if the person is granted a death penalty, if a person has committed a crime against the nation or it's a treason, right? If a person has committed a crime against the human body, which can be either a murder or a rape or other offenses too, or a person has committed a crime against property, which are the crimes mentioned under in Indian Penal Code, right? Or he is involved in the conspiracy or abatement. Abatement is misleading, right? So under these cases, a person's bail can be rejected. Let's move on. Section 439 of CRPC gives rights to session courts and high courts for issuing the bail. Both have a power of giving a bail, and there are some restrictions mentioned while giving a bail by the magistrate, but there are no restrictions for the session court and high court in giving the bail. There are certain conditions in which bail can be granted if the accused is under 16 or 16. If the accused is a woman, then bail can be granted easily. If the accused is ill or is infirm, then the bail can be granted. Now we got to know what is a bail, what are the type of offenses, what is a bailable offense, what is a non-bailable offense. Now let's move on to how the procedure, what is the procedure of getting a bail. So if a person let's suppose there is a accused, if he has done a bailable offense, then he can get a bail under section 436 by issuing an application to the police and by signing the bail bond and by giving the specific amount which is mentioned for granting the bail. If a person has or the accused has committed a non-bailable offense, then he can get an application filed under section 437 or 439, which is to the magistrate or the session and the high court for getting the bail. And then after getting the bail, he has to sign the bail bond and pay the specific amount of bail. And in both the cases, it's necessary for the presentation of two sureties, for the presentation of two sureties which will confirm or which will give the guarantee that the person will be there at the time of investigations and the person will not go out of the country. Now there is a concept of anticipatory bail too, which is mentioned under section 438 of CRPC. What is an anticipatory bail? It's a bail which is taken by the accused in advance. For example, if you feel that the FIR can be done against you under certain circumstances and you have to get a bail, then you can get an anticipatory bail, which is a bail given to a person or the accused before getting into a police custody. Right. There are certain conditions in which anticipatory bail is issued. The By keeping the gravity of the case into the mind, if it's a serious crime or not, according to that, the anticipatory bail is issued. If the offender is not a habitual offender, means the accused should not be an habitual offender, the accused should not leave the country at any cost after getting the anticipatory bail. Right. There are certain conditions on which the accused have to agree. The accused have to be present at the time of investigation. The accused can't influence the witness. The accused has not no temper with the witness, and the accused cannot leave the country. That's all in the part of bail. Let's do like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what are your reviews for the video.